It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
From NRG Stadium in Houston. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first round pick, of course, back in 2017. Deshaun Watson. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They go with Chubb on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here's King.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man. But he's entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
On play action, Mills.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Watson. Flush to his right. That's into the hand. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Mills. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 46.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Texans scoop it.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
To throw, Mills. Another one caught by Collins. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Mills to the air again.
Touchdown, Texans! Chris Moore as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call in the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. At their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Looking to throw is Mills. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Working with a second and 4. Throwing, Mills. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Here's Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Watson on first down.
This complete to David Bell.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Watson now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the 50, it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up third down. 3rd and 2, Watson.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Again, it's Watson.
This caught out left by Bell.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Bell from 4 yards out. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's rock and roll. Let's go now.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now the short yardage man, Burkhead. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.